Hello everyone, welcome back to Slurred Words Plays Chess.com. We got the new mic set up here. I was looking at some other streamers because for a while I thought it was unprofessional to have it in the frame, or at least it didn't look nice. But I'm like thinking it over and looking at other streamers, it's barely even noticeable, and it's so much more functional.
One of the most powerful
that's so loud. There we go.
tactics in chess is the fork. It's another way of describing a double attack where you are attacking two or more pieces at the same time with one piece.
Sorry about that real quick, just wanted to adjust volume.
The most notorious of all forks are those done by the tricky knights. Let's take a look.
Okay.
In this position, white appears to be in serious trouble.
Oh,
white is down a
look at that.
significant amount of material,
Boom,
but the game isn't over yet.
Boom.
If
Beautiful.
white's knight could somehow attack the king and queen at the same time, the game would turn completely around. In this case, knight e7 check saves the game for white. It forks the king with check and attacks the queen. So once the king moves, white is able to win the queen.
Oh, shit,
Let's take a look at another example. In this position, white can fork not one, not two, not three,
but four
pieces
oh my
all
God.
at the same time with
Jesus,
the move
look
knight
at that.
e7.
How's the
check.
formation like this even happen?
This move is known as a family fork because the knight forks the entire family of black pieces.
Oh wow, that's hilarious.
Now that the king has escaped check, which piece should the knight capture?
Oh, the queen, dude.
Capturing either of the rooks is fine, but the best move is to win the queen.
I say you can maybe justify one of the rooks instead, just because then you don't have to worry about losing the knight. But even then, like the queen's so powerful.
So far, we've only looked at knight forks. They sure are fun, aren't they? Well, it turns out other pieces can deliver forks or double attacks as well.
Okay.
In this position, white has great control of the center, with two pawns already placed in the middle of it. Notice the pawn on e4 can march forward, advancing into black's territory. What would happen then?
It would fork the bishop.
White creates a pawn fork. Remember, forks are most effective when you attack two greater valued pieces with a less valued piece. In this case, the pawn attacks the greater valued bishop and knight at the same time. When one moves, the pawn will capture the other piece. For example, when the bishop moves, the pawn captures the knight. And after the pawn is recaptured, white gains a knight for a pawn using a fork tactic. Finally, in this position, white has a queen versus a rook. This isn't the easiest endgame to win, but in this position, white's in luck. White can win black's rook by using a fork. Can you see how white can check the black king?
I was gonna say like right here, but no. No. Gotcha. Wow, did not see that one.
And attack the unprotected rook at the same time? That's right. Queen to d1 check. Checking the black king.
That works too.
And attacking the unprotected rook.
Not the one I saw, but that works. You know, that's acceptable as well. Chess.com. You know, it's not what I would have gone for as a chess professional, but you know, the more classier move would have been to like go up here. But that's okay too.
After the king moves, say king to c7, white wins the rook with queen takes a4. Now that you've learned the power of the double attack, known as the fork, it's your turn to practice using the fork tactic.
Okay, sounds good. I hurt my neck really bad, as you probably saw throughout that whole tutorial. I was like trying to stretch it out basically. Okay, so what's the fork here? Fork and A, dude. Easy. And then you take the queen. Is this like a family fork or something? Boom. Boom. Well, you can't go here because the bishop can just take. You're not really forking it, are you? Not really forking it. But I don't see how else this is done. No, that's not my piece. See, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. What am I missing here? Gotcha. Go boop. Black is down a knight for a pawn. Can he find a fork that regains black's material? Boop. Boop. Wait, go back on that one. Oh, Queen's protecting it. Okay, that makes sense. Sometimes you gotta get some support for the forks, even. Who knew? Who knew? That's like it's like a multi-level fork, really, if you think about it that way. Because then you got your support to support the fork happening, and then even if they trade materials or take, you can still trade them. It's like a multi-fork, multi-dimensional fork. Black just captured a pawn with N to E4. I don't know what that means exactly. I still figure out the terminology for like this NXE. Well, I understand E4 is the like I'm pretty sure they're saying that it moves from one place to another with that. I just don't know exactly how to read it. Though I did figure out how to do those and this and that and pre-moves even, but that was a while ago. Oh, look at that. These are some forks I didn't even see inside the tutorial. That's amazing. Black is threatening checkmate on G2, and things look hopeless for white. Can you find a surprising fork to turn the game around? That's what I thought. A surprising fork to turn the game around. Oh! Wow. That's why he was doing I see why now. There's actually a reason I say to go for a knight, because a queen can replicate that. That's the only other reason why you want to go for a queen. Is so that way you can fork with a knight there. That's a beauty right there. Okay. Let's do our next lesson real quick before we get back to some games.
Another of the most important tactics in chess is the pin. Imagine a pin being stuck into a piece and through the board, making it impossible to move. The pin is used to freeze other pieces and to win material. Sometimes in chess, we say win material as a way of describing a series of exchanges where you come out on top.
Okay.
There are two types of pins. The first is the absolute pin. In this example, the knight on e2 is pinned to this square because if it tries to move, notice the black rook would be able to take white's king, which is completely illegal. Because the knight cannot move, this also means the queen on d4 doesn't have any protection. Black can simply capture the queen, and again, white cannot recapture because the knight is absolutely pinned.
Oh, man, that's tragedy.
In this position, the pawn on c7 is pinned by the bishop on a5. Notice the pawn could move, but then the bishop would be able to take the queen. We call this a relative pin. Even though you technically can move the pawn, you wouldn't want to. In this last example, after white plays knight takes c6, black makes the terrible decision to play queen takes c6, recapturing the knight with the queen.
Why? I'm confused. But it puts you in check because I can move the queen.
But lining the queen up with the king. So white can now play bishop to b5, pinning the queen to the king.
Oh!
Notice the queen would like to leave this diagonal, but it cannot. It's absolutely pinned. And if the queen tries taking the bishop, then the knight would simply take the queen.
Or why you can focus
White
on a little
will
bit more
surely win material by using this beautiful tactic of the pin.
Yep.
Let's see you try it out.
Alrighty. Black's queen just captured a pawn on e4. God damn. Like I tweaked it bad. Like it was bad over the last couple days. I had to like lay down my bed. I'm definitely gonna see the doctor real soon. In fact, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna schedule a doctor's appointment today at some point. Black's queen just captured a pawn on e4. Can you use newly open e-file pin to pin Black's queen to your to their king? Obviously, I can just do this. That's king side castles. Makes sense. Never mind. Okay. Black's queen is starting to capture white's bishop. Can you find a pin that wins Black's queen? Disgusting. No? Yes. With black to move, win material by taking advantage of a pin. I keep thinking like pins as like bowling pins and like pawns. It's, you know, P and P. Okay, you're... The pin is here. I'm pinning down this knight, which is protecting this pawn. So, what material can I win? What? Oh, I can win this one? Yes. I mean, I guess I get it done faster and you activate your bishop. Yeah, it's definitely the better move. Black's bishop on d7 is pinned to a king. Man, I hate this. Oh, felt good though. I find a move that wins material due to this pin. That bishop. That bishop. So your knight's unprotected now. Great work. While white's queen wins the knight, since the bishop on d7 is pinned to the king. I see. White's queen is pinned to the king. Can you find a move that saves white's queen? Ah. Boom. This does save it. No, what? What do you mean? It puts you in check and you have to... You have to move your knight, right? And then I take your... That's actual bullshit. What do you mean? Oh, wait, because I'm dumb. You just go like that. Dummy. I'm just actually terrible. Nah, see, that kind of supports the... There's a good move here. This? No. 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 It's gotta do something with this bishop. The pawns aren't gonna do anything for me. I don't... Wow, that's actually really smart, because... Oh, that's actually super smart. Look at that. Okay. You know what? I'm feeling rowdy today. I'm gonna go for a third lesson.
One of the best parts of a pin is that the pin piece cannot move. This often gives the attacker an extra move to make the pin even worse. If a piece is pinned, you don't have to capture it right away. If you remember the lesson on counting attackers and defenders, you'll know that it's important to keep adding attackers to outnumber the defenders. Let's take a look at some examples together.
Okay.
In this position, black's rook is pinned to the king. So black brings the king closer in order to protect the rook.
Smart.
Notice that the rook is still pinned. How can white pile on more pressure to the pinned piece?
With the bishop?
That's right.
Or
push
pawn?
the pawn.
Bishop.
White now has two attackers against the rook, so black's king cannot recapture when the rook is captured. Notice if white would have captured the rook before adding the pawn to the attack, white would have lost the advantage. But now white gets to keep the bishop. White simply wins the rook. Let's take a look at another example. In this position, white's knight is pinned to the queen.
White knight.
How can black pile on more pressure to the pinned piece? That's right, with the knight. Knight to d4. Now white will lose the knight, because if white recaptures with the queen, black will take the queen as well. Now that you've learned the importance of piling up on pinned pieces, it's your turn to increase the pressure against pinned pieces.
Okay. Let's do this thing. White's down a piece, but black's knight is on e5 pinned to the king. Can you pile up that pinned piece and regain material? So knight on e5. Well, the obvious move is... You gotta check your x-rays, Austin. Come on, you know better. Can't go there. Can't go there. Nice, nice. You gotta look for the X-rays, Austin. You gotta look out for X-rays. Oh, man. White has a weak pawn on c4. Let's attack it. That says weak pawn. Okay. No. Obviously. Obviously not that one either, dummy. What are you thinking? Good move. Black's attack the weak c4 pawn, forcing White's knight to defend it, pile up the pressure, and add another attacker. Boop. I guess I'm pretty sure I opened up. Maybe not. No, I didn't. Both sides are... Fuck me, dude. This is bad, dude. I'm just carrying so much weight from all the gold medals I got in chess recently. Both sides are fighting for e5 pawn. I guess he deducted by my back problems from carrying so much. With 2 attackers and 2 defenders in battle with Black's move, can you add a 3rd attacker to win the struggle on the e5 pawn? Boop. What? A 3rd attacking piece, you say? Okay. Great work. Black's queen adds a 3rd attack to the e5 pawn. Since White cannot add 3rd defender, Black will win the pawn on the next turn. Man, this sucks. I'm going to power through it because I'm doing much better than I did yesterday. White's knight on g5 and a bishop on c4 are teaming up on the f7 pawn, ready to capture on the next turn. Can you find Black's best defense? That's c5. That's on g5. This is g5. And that's c3 even. Yeah, castle. Look at that. It sucks because we still lost material. Or no, we didn't. Black's knight on d5 is unprotected. Can you find a way to attack the knight and pin it to the black king? Obviously not. What are you thinking? Boop. Obviously that's it. Great move. White attacks the knight on d5, pinning it to Black's king. How should you add another attacking piece? So this is that. Again, that makes sense actually. Yeah, there you go. White attacks the pin knight for a second time. Black adds a second defender. Let's add a 3rd attacker to win the knight and prepare to move on. Beautiful. Alright, we're gonna call them the lessons for now. And let's get into playing. Now, I know I said I got so many gold medals. I am still at like 180 elo. But I feel like we're very soon on the cusp of never seeing 100 again. We're not there yet. No, I'm set at 400. I'm like, ooh. Tarkov reset, huh? Let's do a 10-minute game here. Now that we got through all those lessons and are revigorated in power. I'm still running the wayward queen attack. Nah, it's a terrible move. Bad move. Obviously. Or is it? Well, I win. I was like, huh. Well, that foiled everything, but I'm like, wait, no, I'm not doing wayward attack. That's right, I'm doing 4-move check. I like that, though. If they move the knight, make it as a misplay. I've been seeing some like moves lately with the wayward queen attack that like there are certain triggers I think you can use to make it worthwhile to consider. Like that would be a good example if they move the knight just to follow through with the attack and they take the pawn with the knight. I guess there was another one too. I can't remember that happened. That was like that. So I'm starting to see the Matrix. Oh, also, real quick, good luck, have fun. Okay. I'm trying to get better at that good sportsmanship. It's my most lacking chess skill. Take it. Take it. We're doing a rematch? How did I get paired back up with you? Okay, this is where the real match begins. That's a really interesting move. Let's pin the knight. I say tactical analysts call it. Speaking of tactical analysis, why? That's a very interesting move to say the least. Because now I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna pin your knight. How can I get more attack on that knight? Have you guys seen Bitcoin's prices lately? That was the segue for tactical analysis. Okay. I feel like I'm a lot better developed right now. Such an interesting move. Okay, so you're getting your knight going. Okay, you good knight going. Bow, bow, bow. I'm trying to remember what I was talking about last. I got caught in the Rolling Stones for a second. I'm also really caught up on like me facing this guy again. I don't remember accepting a rematch. Is this like one of those times where I got caught by like a streamer? What do? You can't go here. You can move your queen. That's such a good pin. Oh, oh no! What you gonna do? That's what you're gonna do. I should have gone for the rook. Honestly, should have. I got so caught up in the moment. I still feel really good about that pin, but like learning, like actually focusing now on getting like those really good pins is like my third eye is awakened. They've also, I think, rage quit by looks. Oh, that felt great, dude. Oh, 199. Alrighty. One more game here. It's going to be a bit of a long episode. Okay, one more game after this. After our abandoned game with Noradu. Or maybe they're still searching up openings. Yeah, they're still here. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, let's see if they make the mistake. Boop, boop, boop. Doesn't this, like, actually stop everything? Well, I can still do this. Let's get some pieces developed and assist our queen. Boop. What's that gonna do? Nothing. Let's get the queen side developed. I think I'm gonna start playing this so I control the this diagonal, this Finky Do. Oh, that was just bad. I'm in danger. Well, that changes everything, huh? That's a little bit sad, but we're fine. We're not dead yet. I gotta figure out how I can get their queen, though. So the queen's on a green square. This is on a green square. I don't have any support for that yet. In fact, it's going to attack that from there. So I gotta really think this through. I can also move my knight to go here. No, it would have to be this knight, doesn't it? Okay, so how do I defend this square? I have my attack here. I have it. It's called a late game fried liver. As long as you don't move the queen out of the way fast enough. I'm gonna trade, honestly. I'm gonna keep him distracted a little bit. This is definitely a time to trade. Don't castle. Yep. Don't castle yet. I need one more turn. Oh man. Mark my words. No. Nah. Still. Let's see if they fall for this. Yeah, both. Oh, he did! I'm still like down a piece, but I'm back in it, baby. They still have a bishop too, which I don't like. But I'm feeling all right back about this again. Let's get this. We're playing a very interesting pawn game. Pawn and rooks. We gotta watch out for X-rays. Watch out for the L in multiple ways. Like that. I'm gonna move this, get this rook here. Okay, cool. You happy with that? You happy with yourself? I'm definitely on the back foot here, but I'm making development here. Look at that. Ooh, beautiful. What are we gonna do next? Now that we got that all developed, got some good support here. I do want to move. I'm probably gonna move this because we are definitely still on the defensive. Or hypothetically, if we go here, I'm actually want to leave that there. You take, I take, you take. I got nothing. You take, you take. I think that's a better trade. Sure, they get the trade off, but meh. I think I was set to lose more development if I would have let them take. From at least how I saw it. You know, I'm trying to make quicker moves too. I'm time has been a lot less of an issue. I've been getting a little bit faster. The kitty counter gambit. Now, I did, I guess the reason why it's called the kitty counter gambit is because it's a mistake often you see in kids tournaments, which is really insulting but yet hilarious at the same time. I thought it's better. I think we're doing like a pawn push. I made a mistake. Or did I? I did. Okay, cool, good move. Bad move on you, honestly, but go ahead. So destroy my pawn structure, see if I care. You go here, I go here, and you take, so that's a bad idea. Can go... I could go here and here. I'm trying to see if there's anything funky I could do with this guy, but I don't think there is. So I think we just kind of keep support up, go like that. Force me here? Sure, I don't care. It's definitely a close game, but I'm not feeling terrible. I'm not feeling out of the game yet. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna move my king up here and just fine, dude. You're not forking me. You're not forking me. Now what are you gonna do, huh? You could go like right there. What are you doing? Sure. Take what you can get. Stay away from the white squares. That bishop, gnarly, dude. But look at that. He's only on up one on material now. Yes. Quite interesting, don't you think? Is there anything else I could do, though, that's more interesting? That's the only fork I see. Mother forker. Ooh. Ooh! Ooh! No! Wait! I'm an idiot! I didn't check the x-rays! Austin! Oh, that was a blunder. We're still fine, because we still have support. Oh, wait, no, you had to move the king. I'm perfectly fine. What am I talking about? This is a one move Marty, though. I gotta... Because you gotta move that. I guess he could still take me and lose the bishop. It still would have been a bad move, actually. So I actually still messed up considerably. That's a real blunder right there. I blundered before, but that's just... Ooh. That would be a real blunder. Stay away from these green squares. Go for this green square. Stay away from white squares. Stay away from those green squares. Like anything in this row or in here too. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Boom, 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 boom. Nah, it's not gonna work. Equal on time, almost equal on pieces. I feel like he's actually got a little bit more of a better position. Because like my pieces are, especially now, he's starting to scatter them out with that play. I had to move my king away from like all this support. What are you doing? Did I just fork you? Yes, sir! Oh, that was a beautiful fork. Beautiful fork. Whatever. I don't care about that. Now I'm up on material. So you love to see that. That's just a beauty. Go for this queen now. I see what I think I see what you're trying to do here. You take, I can't take. So I take with this. You take with that. I take with that. It's an equal trade though. I think we're better off just kind of pushing this for queen. I mean, I guess one other thing I could have done was this. That would be probably the best. No, that would be a terrible option. Nah. You know what? Fine. You want to play like that? You want to play like that, sir? Huh? You do? I can play like that too. Ooh, kill him. I just fucking spill him. Because I'm the chess master. Making forks like I'm trying to think of like a good chess reference here I can play. You know what the reference is? The reference is queen. Stay off white squares and stay away from the horizontal verticals. Kick ass. I feel good about this game. I'm glad I didn't falter on the queen blunder, and I'm glad we made a comeback here. Like I think we played very smart in finding some of these forks and focusing on the queen after we lost our queen. Interesting move. I think you're like almost pinned. Okay, I'm not fucking this up yet. I'm looking for these X-rays. Mainly the one ray. Boop. Whatever. Should have you beat. Yep. Can't go here. That was a good game. I feel good about that one. Good sport. Good game. Good sportsmanship. Well, we'll feel the analysis. I already know where my main blunder was, but I'm sure there's probably some games I fucked, or some moves I fucked, or freaked up even. It's still loading, because my internet's terrible. That's why I can't wait for the gaming PC, too. That's a little more on hiatus, but definitely still coming along. Right now, I'm getting parts for cheap, because I'm a little bit of a broke college boy, and, that's causing the shipping time to be a little bit longer. Good move. Great move. Good move, but I should have backed off. Or I should have attacked the... I see, so you can prepare the 4-move checkmate. That was a blunder. You should attack my queen. That makes sense. That was a missed win? I see. I mean, that's true. I could have easily gone for the rook there. Also, that cost me the queen. That was also a terrible move. So not only was that a blunder, that was just honestly a missed win. What did I blunder? Questionable move. That was a questionable move. I should have... What did I take with? I took a pawn. I see what you're saying. I could have gone here, but I could have at least had some more support instead of doing the way I did. That makes sense. Wow, that would have been amazing. Woo! But I'll probably score like this. No, it would have not worked. It would have worked, but I like queenside castle just because it gets the rook more active. That was also blunder because I just was able to capture from there. Bad. I see. You could have gone there, and then I see you had to attack the. I see. Where are my blunders at? Some mistakes. That really put Black's favor for a second. You put me in check. Yeah, okay, I see. I think that was still a good move, but I see what you're saying here. You can attack this, but why didn't I attack this earlier? I did. That's your answer. Turns out I in fact did. I see now. Boy, I could have done that. They're trying to keep pressure on me, but they don't know how to do it. Oh! Very true. Ah! that would have been another good miss. I have a lot of missed wins, but that's okay. Again, missed win. I should have checked. I guess that's also a check, but like, what's the difference between this and this? Maybe direction you can move, because. Maybe a missed win. A missed win by them? Oh, I think I noticed this one actually, didn't I? Yeah, I did. I was like, Mr. X-Ray. Blunder. Missed win. So many missed wins. What was the missed win that time? Yeah, I found that one eventually. What? Okay, so let's see. I go like this. They go like that. Game, what the hell are you talking about? This is like one of those Giga Brain moves, right? I mean, I guess I couldn't take that. I don't know. I feel like I just like would have lost more material than I would have gained. Like, what's the move now, you dingus? I'm just gonna. This is such a random move, but I just want to see what happens. Random move, best move. Yeah, so there's nothing else. I see. So you still for there was actually a move. You still for the fork afterwards. Like that's a dumb move. That does. Oh wait, that attacks both the bishop and the rook. Still though, the way I did it, I still would catch both rooks instead of losing one rook. But I guess it would have lost more material. I do see why. And then from there it's just over. Okay, well, anyways, thanks for watching. Good games, good lessons, good long episode. If you like what you saw, comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Peace out.